Good day, everyone. This is Dude, along with
Kami, hello.
So, in honor of Spooky Month, we have Lego Set 40570, Halloween Cat and Mouse.
Yes.
Also, just to break up all of Sanrio we've been doing of late.
Yes.
That's what we had recorded.
Yeah.
Okay, so there is 3 bags at least.
There are several bags, yes. There are 2 bag 2s, there are 2 bag 3s, there are 2 bag 1s.
So who starts? I start this time?
Yeah, it looks like you'll be starting the, starting with the mouse.
Okay.
Based on the colors
yes,
here.
I'll be doing the mouse, you get to do the cat.
And then we fight.
Yes. Then we fight over who does the base.
In the meantime, I will be sorting out bag 2 here because I expect bag 1 to go fairly quickly here based on the size of the bags.
True, and I'm just going to do the... Let's see if not sorting does much difference.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be like super particular, but at the same time I kind of like keeping some pieces.
Don't get me wrong. It definitely helps, especially with larger sets.
Yes.
Oh, and before I forget, we are using a little different music for Spooky Month for this video. This is the Dark Fantasy Studios The Witching Hour.
Yes.
Audio. So, yay, more music I've paid for to use for my videos.
Yes.
Yay, Humble Bundle, actually.
Yes.
Where did Dude get something? 9 times out of 10.
It's usually a pretty safe bet.
That is true. Humble Bundle doesn't sponsor me. I just spend a lot of money there. Which in turn means I spend a lot less money everywhere else.
Yeah.
Yay! It is a net savings.
And it goes to charity.
Yes. Ooh, that is also a big thing I'm for. As I start working on a face.
And you can opt for whatever level of charity giving you want, or if you want to support the creator a little more, or
yes,
things like that.
Humble has a set, hey, we take this amount because we're hosting everything.
Yeah.
Which I can't argue with.
Because they're hosting it. Hosting ain't cheap.
No. So we have part of a pumpkin face. And now let's finish the other. But yeah, we were at an anime convention, so that's why there was limited recording done prior.
Yes.
Yay, getting out, having fun.
Yes.
I know, how dare. We have one side of a jack-o'-lantern.
Yes. In the midst of everything, we went out and touched some grass. Essentially. And then we went indoors again.
Yes. Okay, now this next part, let's start to build up. Looks like 2 of the other sides. So I have to build this twice. Thankfully, with small sets like this, you can more easily do the dump method, although bag 3 definitely gotta be sorting while Kami's building because it's a big bag.
Yeah.
Bags.
Tags, plural, yeah. And part of the reason why I'm sorting mine is just there's so many black pieces that everything would just meld together if I didn't do something.
The downsides of doing the quote-unquote lucky cat. I've never found black cats unlucky. I know that's a poor reputation they have. At most, they're just a little spooky because they can hide in shadows with ease.
Yes.
No, they're usually just kind, loving cats like any others.
Yes.
Will then jump out of the shadows and attack your ankles.
The void is attacked. How do you respond?
Not my ankles!
Oh, but I've never had a fully black cat. I've had tuxedo cats, but or at least one. But
Growing up, I had a black cat. Now, in fairness, she was unlucky to herself. Allegedly, she was a rescue, but before she got rescued, she may have hid in a dryer once and got spun a little, and a few other sad misfortunes. So she liked to just hide and be by herself for good reason.
fortunately, she got away from that excursion.
Yes. In her later years, she was deaf as a doornail. Talk about a howl that cat would make.
Because she couldn't hear herself.
Uh-huh.
So obviously nobody else could hear her
Uh-huh.
if she can't hear herself. Let me be louder.
Yes, and that was something she was very good at being. Oh, there's the piece I'm looking for.
Oh, we get to make a new pumpkin.
Yes. Speaking of, we should, assuming the Pick-a-Brick shows up in time, and it should, be doing a few cousins to this one.
Yes.
Because most LEGO sets you can find the directions for online.
See which parts are in it, with the numbers for the parts and all that. I believe so.
Yeah, the numbering wasn't the greatest, but yes. But even then it had the descriptions and what to look. So I was able to go on LEGO's website to the Pick-a-Brick and make it so we could build a couple orange, a couple green, and I think some ice ones.
Ooh.
Because I wanted to be weird. So, we'll see how that turns out. Hopefully that shows up in time.
Hopefully.
Because I, again, want to make some cousins to the channel mascot, quote-unquote.
The unofficial channel mascot.
Yes. I needed to make a profile picture. It's like, oh, I can just clip this from that video I just made. And
it
now,
gives a rough idea of
and now
like,
you
this
know
is
why
what,
it's me holding half a pumpkin.
this is what to expect from this channel.
Yes.
Essentially, is Lego, or at least big brick models, because
Yes.
yeah, and we've gone a little astray from that at times, but
It's
it's an amalgamation of various things that we like,
yes. Ah,
or more specifically do.
true. That said, you wanna give a quote-unquote spoiler of 9 non-Lego
Things that will be coming up at some point.
that
Yes.
we got during convention?
We got more model kits.
Yes.
Namely, we got a bunch of Pokemon model kits.
Yes.
So that's something to look forward to.
Yes.
I am not going to name off specifically which ones. That will be a surprise.
Which is also good because they're not in front of me and I will forget what they are. I will say we actually found a very nice vendor
Yes.
at the convention selling for MSRP instead of the normal convention markup.
Yes.
So there's a reason why we got 9, and
Yeah.
part of me was going, should I get more? But, wallet.
Yeah. There were debates to be had about this, but
True. But I am happy with the ones we got.
yes.
So we'll definitely have more of a Bandai spirit Model Kit Quick, and a few others
Yes.
of Bandai. Just
Yes,
not the
some-
Model Kit Quick.
Yes. There are some that are the quick and some that are not. And some that are actually designed to be kind of a scaling difficulty.
Yes.
Or at least one of them is.
One of them. Yeah, that's about right for a mouse. Very long tail.
Yes.
There we go. Double checking quick. Okay, now I build some ears.
Aha. You get to give it speakers for its head.
More or less.
That's the only thing I can think of looking at these pieces is just the...
And that's essentially, it's taking the one little round stud, putting it on the hook piece,
Mm-hmm.
then attaching.
And then attached to head.
Yep. Looks like he can bring the jams.
Yes. I was about to say, on the topic of Pokemon, I'm probably going to misname which one it is, but I think it's part of the, Loudred line? Or something? Anyway. The one that literally has speakers on its head.
Ah, yeah. I'm not sure. I'm forgetful, though. In all honesty.
It's like, this would make a real simple mock-up for if you wanted to do a... Or at least the ears parts. If you wanted to do a Lego build of that Pokemon, you would just need the right color. Purple, I believe.
So, at the convention, Kami's doing, like, name that tune things. It's like, she can name complex song names I'd never remember him to save my life. And I'm just going, oh, that's a nice song. La la la.
Now this year I didn't really directly compete much, but you know, I
see what
I did fairly well for showing up late to the one panel.
True. Half hour late, still came in fourth.
Yeah. They did a very nice little method of keeping track. They basically gave a piece of candy to everyone who was, if you got an answer correct about the song, and then a follow-up trivia question, you would get a second piece of candy.
And there we have the lid of the pumpkin, of the jack-o'-lantern, our mouse. Very cute. And yep, all these extra pieces check out.
Yep.
One each of all the smalls.
So that makes sense. And we move on to the cat.
We move on to Little Spooky.
Yes.
The black cat.
Meow, 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 meow.
Yes.
On the note of songs.
And going back to Black Cat. Since my cat's name was Muffin, I do not know why that was her name, but that was her name. She
Very cute name.
Yeah. She hid under the buffet. Fun little cabinet type
Yeah.
thing.
Because not everybody's gonna have one of those.
Yeah. Go. Dev as a tornado.
Just go, where is she? And then not be able to find her because you can't exactly call her name.
Oh, well, growing up, when I was real young, she mostly hid.
Mm-hmm.
So it wouldn't be uncommon not to see her for many days in a row. My mother always knew where she was.
Ah.
That's the key thing.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, oh, she appears every now and then. Yay. Pet the kitty for a few seconds, she wants to be out.
And then she goes hiding again.
Yeah. In her later years, when she went deaf, that's when she became social.
Ah, okay.
And wanted to talk. Well, she was loud.
Well, you know, in some ways that kind of tracks because when she could hear, she knew where everybody was.
True.
But she would need to be out and about, seeing everybody in her later years.
And let's see. Oh, also had a pond about 4 by 6 feet. Not the biggest thing ever. But there was a essentially a platform with a large rock, like big, and there we go. So almost the space that's shown here. Is about 1 foot to 1.5 foot across. Anyway, the cat would somehow jump to the middle of the pond to get on it and sunbathe on it.
Nice.
It was there for frogs that were in the pond to jump out but nah. She's like, "Ooh, this is a great sunbathing spot." I mean, technically it was. It's just like...
that wasn't intended for cats.
No. And it was still... Well, it was good. That's an odd spot. Okay, you do you. You're not hurting anything.
Don't put that on top of the... Let's see, that goes... here, actually. I think.
Also, growing up, we had more snakes around. The frogs took care of most of those. Turns out the frogs like to drown snakes.
Now we have lizards.
Yeah. I no longer have frogs.
Go figure.
Well, the pond is no longer there, that's why.
True. Well, I think we've seen the occasional bullfrog.
True.
Not often, but...
What we're more likely to see is wild box turtles and wild snapping turtles.
Yes.
Because, yay, we are a natural home for them.
Yes.
And baby snapping turtles are cute as anything.
Yes.
Adult snapping turtles are scary dinosaurs.
Yes.
It's going, dinosaurs died? Nope, look at a snapping turtle. When it's also as big as that stone I was talking about. With fish hooks on its feet. They're scary. Box turtles. They're small, they're cute. I don't bother them, they lay eggs different places in the yard. I'm good with this.
Yep.
We see, I think that's the
legs.
Tail portion here in the front.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think these are the paws for the sitting position here.
Now, on an interesting note, I have noticed, when we've been at, the animal shelter run by the county for us, when we've been looking to adopt cats, I've noticed all the black cats are usually adopted first. I'm not sure if that's people trying to make up for the stereotype, or just they don't get a lot of black cats in.
Hard to say.
All I know is I have a bunch of rescue cats.
Yeah. That they keep trying to give us.
Yes. And have been very insistent we're not allowed to go on any more vacations. They didn't suffer.
The cats, that is.
Yeah. They were not. They didn't suffer while we were on vacation. They had food, constant change of litter. I know we came back every day to make sure that was done.
Yep.
But oh boy, they've been very aggressively loving. It's a shame they're antisocial creatures. Oh.
That. And this goes. I make 4 of these. I have to put them. Basically like this on each side.
Okay. yanking like the whiskers, essentially? Or the ruffles of
The
the fur?
ruffles of the fur, I think,
not
because the whiskers are going to be
ruffles.
this.
Yeah, that makes sense. I said whiskers while thinking of more of a ruffles around the face. Not quite a mane, but along those lines.
Yeah. If it were longer, it could be called a mane.
True. Want a cat with a mane? Look for a ragdoll. Ooh, those are fluffy little things.
Yeah, or a Maine Coon.
Ooh, true. Ragdolls are very loving cats. I've noticed.
Indeed. You hold them and they just go flop.
Yeah, they live up
Which
to the
is
name.
yeah, it's exactly what the name comes from.
And I will gladly say, never had any pet mice. I had wild mice that got in, and that's the upside of having cats. They don't stay around long.
No. Especially with our cats. Our cat, there are 2 cats we've got that are dedicated Mousers.
Yes.
And whoo,
They will hunt.
I don't know which one I feel more sorry for the mouse on, honestly.
True.
Smooth that out by adding these rounded pieces.
Ah. Then we have Hazel, who's just going. I'm just going to chill and eat and just do my thing. Which
She's earned that.
she's in her late teens. Yes, she's definitely earned that.
She's definitely earned her retirement, so to speak.
Yes.
Let the youngins mess with that. Whew, this is coming along.
Yes.
A lot of small pieces.
I know. Common for Lego.
Yeah, well, just saying.
Ooh, legs are coming along very nicely. Just holding that up for a sec.
Ah. Come on. There we are. Thankfully, I think these are the last 2 of this I need to do. They go here.
Looking good.
I think so. We got these popping in. This to hold the front. It's a little difficult to show off to the camera, I apologize. Because
Dark colors.
dark colors on other dark colors, it's just very difficult to keep track of.
True. But we do it anyway.
We do it anyway.
Both because it's just fun and because it's just fun.
There we go, that covers up
Ah.
most of the... Again, most
Yeah.
of the bright color pieces. We'll see how this turns out in a minute.
I'm sure that'll be covered shortly.
Yeah. Ah! Next step, even. There we are. Then... Here we are. That should be this.
Aha.
That spot goes in there. Bring these along. Uh-oh. There we are. The paws are maybe a little fidgety at this point.
Yeah. On the upside, they'll be on a base soon enough.
Yes.
Now going back to things noted earlier about a brick order from Lego I did for this guy. Give him siblings.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice part is any of the older Lego sets, even discontinued, because trust me, this is several years discontinued, are easy to find the directions for, find out what pieces are needed.
Yep.
A lot of the Lego Master Builders I watch utilize these services too.
Yes.
To figure things out. Occasionally you'll hit specific colors and occasionally specific pieces that were only available for one or two things, so you can't really get those.
But
you can usually figure out something as a workaround. Usually.
I've moved on to building the head. But here's the body at this point. I've got the tail just kind of curving up, but it's very nicely articulated.
Yes.
You can move it around. It can kind of do the curled up tail
Yes.
that some cats do when they sit.
There we go.
So that's a nice little feature. Or you can even do it this way and it makes it look better because you're not looking at the backside.
Oh.
There we go.
I'm just glad it doesn't have anyway.
Yeah, we're not going there.
Yeah.
Some models can be weirdly detailed. We'll leave it at that.
Yes. Hey, at least this didn't have, like in the castle set, which I do not own. So do not expect any videos on that. Although, it's... castle set's still out. Gorgeous. Expensive.
Yes.
Doesn't have what is essentially the, latrine with a brown frog underneath.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah. They knew what they were doing.
Yeah,
That's the
they
joke.
did.
That was just a mean thing to do to that poor frog.
Let's see. We go here. This sits on this. How are you planning on making that a little more stable here, Lego? How are you planning on doing that?
Ingeniously, I'm sure, in a moment.
Right now they're not doing much for it because they just had me add that,
Man.
which does nothing at the moment.
But you need that to build on top of.
True. I'm just saying. More of the ruffles for the head area. Don't put it the other way.
Yes. I'm just going, oh, it has a cute little pink nose. And I'm just thinking to our cats going, they will willingly boop their own nose one finger.
At least one of them will.
True. Oh no, Abby loves having her nose scratched.
True.
Right above her nose, technically, but it's still nose.
I'm making a face.
Hazel's, to get on her upside, scratch her ears. Tom, pay any attention at all to him.
But especially scratching
He is
his head.
Yeah, he is very friendly with everyone.
Yes.
Oh, that was not its nose. Ah, it has a different pink nose. There we go.
Yeah, I get the feeling this is meant to be its brain.
Yes.
It's not quite the same color of pink as the other brickheads, but still. Knowing that Lego does that with the brickheads, I'm going like, I feel like that was a deliberate choice.
No doubt.
There we are.
Aviates pet his head, pet his back a little, and after 5 minutes be very careful because he'll then want to bite.
Play bite, but still.
Yeah, it's still not fun.
It's still not fun, and it's a bad habit that he needs to correct, but...
Never broke skin or anything, just still, that's not fun.
No. Whiskers.
It's amazing how well those Wolverine claws have worked out.
Yes.
As a Lego piece.
Yes.
And again, on the Titanic, they use a hot dog to make the anchor.
That is interesting.
I need to get the Titanic. We have no spot for the Titanic. That's the problem.
Alright, we have a cat.
Yay!
Interesting they have the gray stripe down the back.
I W Sir Fluffington. The third. Was for a first or second? No.
Alright, let's see here. These
have
all
that.
seem to check out.
Yes.
As far as extra pieces, we will scooch them over here.
And we will...
Who gets to build the base?
The combination thereof.
Yes.
Just as a quick... See, this goes to page 86. So, 10 pages worth. And then I hand it back off to Kami.
Okay.
Because team building.
It's fun.
Yes.
But sometimes it's a little tricky with 3 bags.
Yes. And a video in the near future will be set that is actually very much designed for 1 to 4 people to build at the same time.
Yes.
From the Lego Star Wars line.
Yes.
Of all things. So.
I'm just going to move this piece ever so slightly because in the light, a moment ago it looked like a completely different color.
Huh.
Instead of brown, it looked bright white.
Ah.
Because of how the light glared.
Lighting. I still haven't gotten it nailed down.
We're working on it.
I've gotten it close-ish, as it were. But you know, limited budget on these things.
Limited budget, and especially limited budget as far as time goes.
True. And there's the fun of, okay, I can throw in money to improve quality of the camera or the lights, but then I don't have money to actually film anything. Because I make no money from this. Remember? This is
hobby.
Yes. If we get enough subscribers, maybe.
Yes.
Please? Feel free to subscribe, please. Should do more game giveaways. I want to do more game giveaways. The only reason they are not done more is they are a nightmare to do the logistics of.
Yes. Now, we have heard about some changes at YouTube coming down the line that are starting to roll out that would be very much conducive.
Yes.
From the sounds of things, but we do not know when that may arrive.
Yes. Now, that said, today, the recording of this is the 15th of October.
Yes.
Yay, the middle of spooky month.
Yes.
And with that said, it is officially 1 minute long short, 3 minute long shorts now.
Aha.
As of today. So, yay, shorts can now be 3 times as long as they were.
Yes.
Which is both a mixed blessing. On one hand, most people are still going to want to keep them short because that's how you gain more attention to them. If they're too long, people just kind of go and move on. But for some things, it'll be easier to do, hey, here's a quick little 3-minute story.
Yes.
So lots of pros and cons.
Yes.
Mostly pros.
So, in the sense of how that would apply to us, many may know us from our card openings in the shorts feed. We will not have to rush through that quite as often.
True.
But we're probably still going to be shooting for under a minute for each of those.
Yep. I did the next step.
How dare you?
Still need to do that one piece there.
Okay.
Yeah, right in the middle of the 2 there.
Anyway, we'll be looking at still shooting for that, but we may be able to do some quicker recap content there.
True. And that's one of the things we're looking at doing is some shorts as recaps.
Yes.
So be prepared to see completed builds all over again just so I can go, hey, here's a set number, here's an item. It's neat, isn't it?
Yes.
Look at the neat stuff I have. See? Also, sorry, more Sanrio. Told you, it's what we had recorded last.
True.
Should do a short on our little
there's
jack-o'-lantern.
There's another little block of that should have been there. There we go.
Which was nicknamed Peter by one viewer.
Aha.
It's going, Peter, Peter, Pumpkin Eater.
Ah, yes.
It's going, that makes a lot of sense. I kind of like that. Anyway. Yay,
Ooh,
channel
there's
ad.
Let's see, where is... There you are. You go in here. You go here. You go across here. There we are. That should be all the pieces that needed to go there. Yeah, a couple pieces from your part got missed, I think.
Oops. Sorry.
This little green piece and this little tan piece here.
Ah, my bad. It happens.
I don't know how important those are going to be in the end, but...
They're important at the moment.
They're important at the moment. I just wanted to call out, like, hey, we did goof there a little bit.
Yeah, it happens. When you're half talking to the camera and half building it,
Yes.
you have a slight...
Stuff happens.
Yeah. But that's the upside of this channel. You know it's real, because we screw up all the time. And we're not going around harassing people. I do not like that current trend from some
creators.
Yeah.
Who will remain nameless.
Yes, very much so. I'm not in any way trying to give them any type of shout out. And I don't do the type of reactionary comment to talk about them, so just go, yeah. We try to be somewhat family friendly. Although this is not made for kids.
No.
Yes, it could be watched with a kid, but yeah, it's not made for kids.
That's always a fun area to kind of shoot for.
Yes.
Let's see.
I have the pumpkin still ever so slightly in frame there in the corner. It's
Oopsies.
gone now. Roll the mouse back. No!
Oh no! That was my mistake.
I just rolled him. I know you don't like mice in the house, but I swear this one's tame.
Dude says as I'm the person who's like, oh, you know, mice are pretty cute.
Oh, mice are cute. Just not wild ones that sneak into the house.
True.
It's kind of like the wild rabbits outside. They're
True.
cute. They
We would
destroy
not
our veggies,
yeah.
but I still find them adorable.
Yes.
And it's not like I'm growing the veggies as the sole source of anything. So it's, in the end, it's going, okay, they're fed. They're not doing any other harm other than eating the occasional one-off.
Yeah.
It's not like they're decimating plants either.
No. I was looking forward to those Brussels sprouts, though.
Yeah, that was a groundhog, though.
Still.
I don't want him around. I prefer the possums.
The possums are ironically nice.
Uh-huh. Yeah, possums have the all mentality of, don't mess with me, I don't mess with you. In fact, I'll play dead so you don't want to mess with me. I'm like, you're cool. You eat ticks.
I missed that in an earlier step. There we go.
That's a very minor thing.
It is. Still just trying to... Does
Yeah,
that all
checks
check out? That all checks out.
Yeah,
Okay,
these are all
cool.
one off of smaller pieces.
Alright, so... Mouse goes up here. Provided I can actually get it
There
to
you
sit.
go.
There we go.
Sir Fluffington.
Sir Fluffington will sit over here. Spin around. Ta-da!
Sir Fluffington is very heavy
Yes.
for what they give you to...
For what they give you to anchor Sir Fluffington.
Yeah, the upside is it's really easy to reattach, move, remove to play with, as children will gladly do.
In the back of the book, they advertise polar bears that I believe we've done on the channel
we
before.
have in fact done those.
To give you a rough idea of what year these
Yes.
this set came out. But yay!
So this is the... I've already forgotten the name. Haha!
Halloween Cat and Mouse?
Yes.
Set number 40570.
Yes.
And it is very cute.
Yes, it is. I do like the tail.
Yes.
Again, holding it this way, the cat is not happy. It's very heavy.
It will be much happier on a shelf.
Yes. So.
Anyway, thank you very much for joining us today.
And we hope you have a good day, and take care of yourself.
Bye-bye.
Bye.